Hey guys, Carmen Mohan here. So, some of you may know I'm a self-made entrepreneur. I own 3 businesses. I have my own storefront location located in Long Island, New York. I've taken on the personal branding stuff, not your average entrepreneur. I build my company. Now I'm building my brand 3 years later. Getting used to this whole video thing is still new to me and very uncomfortable sometimes. But either way, so I just did a poll on my Instagram and I asked my followers, well, I told my followers first my mood for today. So my mood for today was basically blah, not feeling it. I didn't feel like getting out of bed. And I know you guys may hear the hype on social media, do what you love what you do, live in your passion, work in your purpose. I do all of those. As I grow my personal brand, I've walked into my passion, and that's educating others and giving back to others, and I love what I do. That doesn't mean that every day I wake up is peaches and cream and I'm like, yay, butterflies and flowers. No, not at all, actually. But today I just felt blah. Lately, I've been feeling bored. I just don't know what's come over me. And I want to say it's because I'm a female and now I have all these emotions. Or maybe this week I'm a little bit more emotional than others. I want to say that, but at the same time, I want to call out my entrepreneurs because I know sometimes it's hard to get up and get out of bed. And sometimes it's hard to have the same 100%, 1000% hunger that you may have had a couple weeks ago, or you may have had when you started this new project. And that happens sometimes. Projects to entrepreneurs are like toys. So when you start a new project, you pick up that toy and you're like, ooh, shiny new toy, and you're go, 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 and you're happy and you're skipping down as you're working. And yeah, you may hit a stump, but you're like, whatever, I really want to do this. Other days it's harder to get up, and now you're like, now your new toy maybe isn't as new or as shiny, and now you're like, damn, like you almost want to pick up a new toy, but you haven't finished playing with your old toy. So today I just wanted to give my followers, my viewers, and I want to thank you guys, by the way, so much because my support has been on 1000%. So that's why I'm trying to give back to you guys and let you know my growth hacks and what I do on my blah days. So this is what today's video is about. But basically, on my blah days, what I try to zone in on is how far I've come. It sounds so cliche. You can say it again and again and again. Yes, it sounds so cliche. However, it really does put things into perspective for me. I don't know about you guys, but I grew up dirt poor. Not only that, I don't know how many of you have actually followed my story, but I've been on my own since I was 17 years old. Pretty much grew up on the streets, pretty much had to get it out the mud. Everything I built was on my own dollar, my own investments. I didn't start securing financing till this past year, my 4th year of business. And it is a total disbelief when I look back to even my first year hustling. The first business investment I did was 21 years old. Even that first year, I remember my hunger being on 1,000 so much that winter was one of the coldest winters ever, and I didn't buy a jacket. And I had about 20 grand sitting up. Well, at the time, probably 10, 15, but I'm, working every day, hustling, putting my money away, working every day, hustling, putting my money away, working every day, hustling, putting my money away. And I had the money to buy a coat, but my hunger and what I was trying to invest in and what I was accumulating my money for was so much more important to how cold I felt. I used to get 2, 3, 4 hoodies on top and just go. I used to eat Chinese food every day because it was the cheapest, or ramen noodles, or go to the bodega for a $5 plate. Like, I tune in on those days. And when I tune in on those days, I think back to like the hungry Carmen, like the damn, like I'm gonna do whatever it fucking takes to get me wherever I go. And for some reason, tuning in on that person gives me a little bit more of I don't know how to say it, a little bit more of something's wrong with my light. Gives me a little bit more of a push to try to get out of bed, and it just sometimes living in New York and being an entrepreneur, we dwell in the hustle and the bustle. So our lives are always so go, go, go. At least mine is. I know mine is. My life is always so go, go, go that I very rarely have the time to really just sit in and focus on the good. So on my blah days and on the days where it's hard for me to get up, what I'll do is think about my hungry days. Think about the days that, you know, if I didn't have money to buy food, I wouldn't have ate, but that didn't stop me. That didn't make me feel depressed. That made me go harder. And now that I'm a little bit more comfortable, or a lot more comfortable, I should say, and now that, you know, my life is not as hard, it's like, it's easy to be like, fuck that shit. I don't really feel like doing it today. I don't know. So is this what I really want to be doing? And it's normal. And that's what I want to tell you guys. And that's why I kind of wanted to do this vlog today, because it's really normal. It's normal for you guys to feel like that. And it's normal for all of us to go through that. So I don't want you to feel like you're any less of an entrepreneur because you feel blah on some days or because you don't have the energy. But know this, your work ethic is going to determine every place you're going to go, every person you're going to touch. Your work ethic is going to build your dream that much faster. So on the blah days, you got to figure out whatever it is you have to tone in to figure it out. Whatever it is you have to tone in to get your ass out of bed. Whatever it is, have to put some fire under your ass. Whatever that is, because that for you may be different. You know, I don't have children. I'm not really close to my family. Family is not my why. Your family may be your why. You may have a little kid looking at you, and that may be your reason to get out of bed, because now they're hungry or now they need something. You don't have maybe all the money now to need something. And it's okay that you don't give your kids everything maybe the first year, the second year, the third year, and you put your grind in full focus, because later on you'll be able to give them whatever they want or whatever they need or however you envision raising your kids. So without rambling, to get besides the point, it's not unusual to feel that. And I want you to dig deep inside and figure out what it is you need to tell yourself to get a little bit motivated, because we all feel it. And today I feel it especially. I mean, I decided to wear sneakers and leggings to work with a cap on, because that's just how I'm feeling today. And I would like to stay home and stay in bed and, you know, just read my book that I've actually been really into, but I can't do that. You know, it's Friday, I have payroll, I have people looking up to me, I have people reaching out to me, I have people that I got to get back to, so I have these duties to get to. So I got to focus in on my why and why I started this journey and why I committed to being an entrepreneur and why, because I am an entrepreneur. I eat, sleep, and breathe my entrepreneurship. I am my businesses. I am the foundation of my businesses. My businesses can not run without me or without my strengths or without my efforts. Everything relies on me, on my shoulders, and I have really understand that, and I've really come to terms with my responsibilities. I don't have the lavishes as everyone else does. I have to stay on top of my shit, because if not, other people's livelihoods depend on it, and that's the most thing that I can give you guys today. But let me get to it, because I'm already a little late. So hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope this message touched at least one of you guys. Peace out. You can check me out, subscribe to my channel. I'll do a little bit of vlogs here and there. I'm giving lessons here and there. Carmen Mohan, look me up, my website. I'm real transparent with my life, guys. If you guys want to find out more about me, I am carmenmohan.com. Subscribe to this channel, Google me, do what you gotta do, but tune in.